Welcome into the DNVR Rockies podcast brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Now, when you place a $5 pregame money line bet, new customers, when you use code DNVR, you're going to get $150 in free bets from DraftKings Sportsbook if your team wins. That's with code DNVR and with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. I am Patrick Lyons.
And I'm Suzie Hunter. Oh my gosh, is this my birthday party?
You know what, Suzie? Yeah, we could talk about the Aaron Judge baseball going for half of what was previously offered. Who's the next cult hero for the Colorado Rockies with Connor Joe getting traded? Instead, no, we are going to be celebrating your birthday, Suzie.
You know what? I think this is what is best for Rockies fans. I thought we were going to celebrate Hanukkah, so I wore my This Is How I Roll sweatshirt with dreidels all over it. So,
Day 3 of Hanukkah. Let's go.
Happy Hanukkah, everyone.
All right, now, this is our first time doing it like this. I should have been in studio. Instead, something happened with my tummy that I didn't.
He's being so brave. Patrick is being so brave, powering through a tummy ache right now.
Well, if my head ducks off of the camera, just know I have a bucket right next to me, just in case.
Oh, gosh, Patrick. I'm so sorry that you're going through this.
I'm going to make it. I'm going to tough it out and just crash for the rest of the day. But we got to celebrate. We got to celebrate. And we've got some guests. So you hear, I think when any of them just pop in, because I can't necessarily see here on this setup when one of those guests does show up. But here's our first guest here. Suzie, look, you started in Hartford, so it's only fitting that our first guest of the day is the voice of the Yard Goats, Jeff.
Is this really happening?
Happy birthday, Suzie. Hi, Patrick.
Oh my God, Jeff Dooley, what an amazing birthday surprise.
Hey, you know, I couldn't be there in person, so what a better way, right?
Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you.
We did get a budget.
So we miss you in Hartford.
I missed you guys too.
We did get a budget to fly Jeff in. The flights got canceled. He had everything booked up. Yeah, we got we recouped most of the expenses, but
this is the best we could do on short notice, right?
Of course.
That's it, Jeff. Yeah, I mean, you two were there in Hartford back in the day, and we were actually just talking on Monday's show that we still got a couple more years until the 10th anniversary of the Yard Goats, but we're trying to push out some special commemorative 10th anniversary Road Goats patches.
Oh, I love it. That was a great team, that 2016 team that nobody in Hartford got a chance to get to know, because obviously we were on the road for all 142 games. But that was, I know you saw a lot of those guys, and you're still seeing a lot of those guys in Denver.
Yeah, definitely. I was wondering, I'm like, I know it was such a sour time, that 2016 season, but I feel like if we give it 10 years, we can just appreciate it for what it was.
Absolutely. Yeah. You talk to the players, and I just have, it was amazing how those guys could just come to work every day, and knowing that they were living out of basically a truck with their personal stuff, and then jumping on the bus and going from city to city. And for so many of those guys, not only to make it to the big leagues, I think we got 16 or 17 players that were on that 2016 that made it. But guys that have stuck, like Ryan McMahon, Erman Marquez was part of that group, Antonio Senzatella. So, guys that have not only gotten there, but gotten there and stayed. So it is really cool. And I cannot believe that, we're a few years away from that 10th anniversary.
Oh, time is moving way too fast.
Yes, way too fast.
That's also interesting that you mentioned those three names, because those are guys who have gotten extensions. So it wasn't as if, they debuted with the Rockies, and you might first remember them as a Rocky, but they're going to be around for a while. Senzatella, 5-year extension. McMahon, big extension for him. Marquez still has a couple years left, and I'm sure the Rockies would like to keep him around. And it's no, when you think of that original team of Yard Goats players from 2016, you think of them only, and that's it. That's all it's been, is you think of them as Rockies. That's amazing how that ended up working out.
I don't want to forget Kyle Freeland either, being a Denver kid, but he pitched the first ever game for the Yard Goats, that road game in 2016 down in Richmond. And the very same day, the next year, he actually pitched the home opener at Coors Field for the Rockies. And it's just unbelievable how to be a year away from getting that opening day start was really special. And, You know, I wish our fans got a chance to see him in person. I know some did. We had a couple of games in Connecticut. You know, when we traveled through New England, I know we saw some Yard Goat fans on the road, but it's just so really cool to see those guys, you know, not only, like I said, surface the major league level, but to be everyday contributors as well.
You know, one of these days we're going to put together a documentary on the Road Goats, and we have to. I mean, come on, like if our coworkers can put together a whole documentary on Serbia in a couple of weeks, like we can do
Right.
a Road Goats documentary.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd have a lot of people that could comment on that one for sure. You know, I think looking back at that, I think there were so many. I guess I know we thought at some point that year we were going to get into the ballpark. So initially, when I know the team came east for spring training, the thought was, well, by the end of May, latest early June, we'll be in, and it's only going to be a few weeks, maybe a month or so. And then, of course, that turned into 6 months on the road. But it is all history now. It worked well, and if you talk about the guys, they'll tell you that it made them better ball players for them.
Yeah, talk about the grind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a lot of time to go and get it for sure.
All right, so Jeff, you said Kyle Freeland starts opening day in 2016. Then he starts the home opener in 2017. We've been kind of at the forefront of the Zach Veen hype. And we've got it at 20% on the opening day roster.
The Veenometer is what we call it.
The Veenometer, yeah. So we're figuring this out. We're hopeful. And so I think, you know, he starts the final game for the Yard Goats in 2022. I think he'll be there for the final game in 2023. But can you build any more hype? Can we bump that number up to like 22%, 23% chance that he makes the opening day roster with anything that you saw during his final few weeks there in Hartford this past season?
Opening day roster for this upcoming season?
Yeah. It's a long shot, but you know what? We're trying to build the buzz. I feel like it's like 20%.
Yeah, I would say it's less than 20%. But listen, I am not a scout. I do not work I'm just a broadcaster. I'm as low as they get. But listen, he's got great talent. He went through a huge growing curve going from A ball to double A. Most of the players will tell you that's the toughest adjustment, both hitters and pitchers alike, in the minor leagues. Obviously, when you go from AAA to the big leagues, that's a completely different story. But in the minor leagues, A ball to double A is a really tough adjustment. He did that and he struggled, but he was also 20 years old, playing against guys that were, you know, on major league rehabs with teams, you know. So that being said, I think that he'll probably start to see. He had a great fall league, though. He played well in the fall league. I know opened a lot of eyes. He's got some of the things you can't teach, and he's a great kid. Just his tool factor is he just can bring so much to the table. The way he can affect a game with his speed, with his bat, with his glove. He really has and he steals bases. I mean, he can do a lot for sure. My guess is that he would probably start the season with us in Hartford, and I'm sure the goal is at some point to get him when they think he's ready to AAA. And as we're seeing more and more, I mean, you're seeing less guys spend time at AAA, less time at AAA, and then going right to the big leagues. I do think it's important for them to have some time at every level, but I think you need to have some success at the AA level before you move on. You look, Ryan McMahon is a great example, and I can go back. I remember telling Ryan McMahon this when he was with the Yard Goats. Michael Kadire was who, you know, had a really nice career in the major leagues, played, you know, 10, 15 years with the Twins and then finished with the Mets. But he repeated AA because he really struggled when he first came up in 2000 with our organization. And I remember telling Mac, you know, listen, don't get frustrated. If you come back, I said, I hope someday I'm talking about you as the same deal as Michael Kadire. When Kadire came back in 2001, he was the best player in the Eastern League. And when Ryan McMahon came back for that 2017 season, I think he was the best player in the league. And then they obviously moved him to AAA, and obviously the rest is history. So I do think it's a really, really important step that it's almost like the foundation for these guys. And I think if you don't have success or you struggle a little bit, it doesn't hurt to come back. But I know Rocky fans want him because he does possess some pretty impressive tools.
He's got tools.
Does he big league swagger? Is it big league swagger right now?
He does. He does.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're moving it up. 21. We're at 21%. That's
No.
all we needed. Jeff, for the bit, that's all we needed.
I'm with Duels on this one. So listen, there's always like at least one dude. Sometimes it's just one dude who starts in AA and ends up with the Rockies by the end of the season. Rymack was one of those dudes in 2017. And
we had
I
four
think
this year, Susie, right? We had 4 yard goats go to the big leagues this year.
it was almost 3. Poor Noah Davis was just hanging out, not pitching. I was like, when are we gonna put him in, please?
Yeah. And then he finally got his shot.
But I think that'll be Zach Veen this year. I think he will start at the only ballpark better than Coors Field, at Dunkin' Donuts Park.
Yeah, we're hoping, and again, I want all those guys to go to the big leagues. I just think that, having done this for a while and kind of where I am and seeing the development, I mean, I think you can almost hurt more than help if you push a guy too quickly. It can be very overwhelming. That being said, I mean, back when I started, there were guys so you get drafted, you'd play a full season at low A, a full season at high A, and then sometimes you were 2 years AA, sometimes even 2.5, sometimes 2-3 years at AAA. Now they're moving guys, I'll say this, much quicker. And it's tough to argue, guys, with the results because there's so many great young players in the game today. I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer with that, but I just think that you want to make sure that he's ready for that next level when that time does come. We saw Ezekiel Tovar this year in Hartford, and I thought he was the best player in the league, hands down. I think he would have been up there probably by July is my guess if he kept going. Unfortunately, he dealt with a little bit of an injury that put a setback on him, and it was good to see him get a little bit of time at AAA and then to finish with the Rockies in Denver. So they've got some talent in the minor leagues, and I think Rocky fans should be excited because we had a pretty good team in Hartford this year, and hopefully those guys will graduate, go up to Albuquerque next year, and in the next year or so, find their way to Denver.
All right, stop hogging all the talent out there in Hartford, please.
Yeah, we want to have every guest, provide a gift, and I know we weren't able to finish with the Suzie Hunter bobblehead prototype, but it is in the works, and the Yard Goats will be giving one out within the next 30, 40 years, I think,
oh
right?
My God.
30 or 40 years, exactly.
Well, listen, Mike Golick Jr. got a bobblehead. I'm a much bigger Yard Goats fan than him, so I think I'm due. I'm just saying.
I'm on the Suzie Hunter bandwagon. Let me tell you, absolutely. She was a big star in Hartford, and now it's so great to see that she's a star in Denver.
Thank you,
Jeff. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Go Yard Goats, go!
Love you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Happy birthday! I wish I could be there, guys.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Oh my gosh. I was so surprised.
Look, we wanted to get him down to the corner of Colfax and York to hang out at the DNVR bar. I'm sure he's heard about the Bones Highland Burger. I'm sure he'd probably be a member. He may even be. I forgot to ask him if he is officially a diehard.
Oh, there's no way Jeff Dooley's not a diehard.
Sure, we got to get him into the Diehards Only Discord because we have some great conversations with that. He would have gotten 15% off his entire tab here at the DNVR bar and the shirts. I mean, he'll be one of the first guys that gets the Zach Veen DNVR locker shirt, and he's going to get 20% off that as well, as all the Diehards do.
It's a good deal.
Game Time tickets. Do you know if the Yard Goats have ever been on Game Time? Like I think you can scalp.
Yeah, I'm
tickets.
I'm pretty sure I have seen. There were Yard Goats games that were sold out that my friends and I used the ticket apps to get tickets for. It gets like that.
Yeah, the Rockies have 2 of the affiliate. Like I don't think that's definitely not true for I think most probably minor league teams, but Yard Goats and Isotopes both have that going on. So look, you use promo code DNVR. They're gonna help you out. You can actually just use the link in our description. A great way to score seats up to about an hour before your event starts, which is fantastic. And you can even get them, for like 60% off the typical face value behind home plate, rooftop, whatever it is, whatever event you're at, floor seats. Game Time is the way to go. Again, join over 15 million people who've downloaded the Game Time app and have scored the best seats to all their favorite events. Hit the link in our description to save. NBA season is heating up. We've only got a couple days to the big Christmas Day matchup against the Phoenix Suns. And look, if you want to avoid that game and just enjoy it in peace, that's fine. But take advantage right now of DraftKings Sportsbook, because when you use promo code DNVR, first-time users, all you can do is place a $5 pregame moneyline bet on any NBA game. Can even be one of the more heavily favored games. Why not? Play to your advantage. They don't mind. And when that team wins, you get $150 in free bets from DraftKings Sportsbook. They got the same game parlays. Maybe that's the way you want to go. On Christmas Day, Jokic with a triple-double, 10-plus rebounds, 10-plus assists, 30-plus points. That's going to hit, right? If you keep stacking all those things on the same game parlays, it's going to lead to even bigger payouts. Download the app now. Use promo code DNVR. Place a $5 pregame moneyline bet on the NBA. And when your team wins, you know you're getting $150 in free bets from DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Kevin Collins, you are next up on the season.
No way.
Yes way.
Twice in a matter of weeks?
How lucky you are.
Kevin hates being on this show.
Flanked by two Irishmen. Look, that's how much you mean to us here, Suzie. Kevin's here, doesn't want to be. Paid him off. Did you get the Venmo?
I got the Venmo. I appreciate it.
You got it.
Got to send it to IRS tax forms now, though, because it was a hefty sum.
Is that considered bribery because you work in communication for the team that we cover? I feel like this is illegal.
No, this is more of a Suzie Hunter thing than a Rockies thing.
Exactly.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
Yes.
This
That was
is
the
amazing.
note. That was the note.
I
That was
do
the
love
Venmo
how
note.
serious Kevin looks all the time. I appreciate that very much.
He's not serious. He's unhappy.
I'm unhappy all the time.
Kevin, I know you wanted to announce not just the fact that you had got Suzie for her birthday tickets to go see Taylor Swift, but you wanted to announce the section, the very low numbered section as well, right?
Yeah, it's her age. It's the pit.
The pit.
Ooh.
Oh, are you saying I am pit years
You're
old?
bottomless pit.
I do refer to myself as a bottomless pit of attention pretty frequently, actually. Like,
I love
yeah,
it.
that was true.
No,
Oh
Kevin's
my
getting you
God.
like just a bunch of Wawa gift cards, I think. So this was interesting. So this would be a great prank gift. I mean, most people probably wouldn't understand why this would be a prank gift, but if you got someone like a Geno's gift card for like Geno's cheesesteaks. But here's the thing. I went to the Geno's cheesesteak website because I got to do my research, and they have like celebrities on their site, and there's some interesting ones on there. Ryan Maher, who's a stand-up comedian. I went to high school with him, actually. He's not that big time, but he's notable. He's doing good things out there.
Is he the most
David
famous
Gibson?
person from your high school?
What's that?
Besides you, is he the most famous person from your high school?
Maybe. I'll have to think about that one a little harder. Debbie Gibson, Pauly Shore, and even former Cubs first baseman Frank Schwindel. Suzie, we got to get you on the celebrities page for Geno's cheesesteak.
Geno's does not have my blessing to operate, though. I think their cheesesteaks are garbage.
That is the one thing that we can both agree on. Suzie.
Well, that's the thing is no one from Philly actually likes Geno's or Pat's.
Right. That's why that would be the joke. But I wouldn't even want to support them at all for a number of reasons. Not only because their cheesesteaks suck, but for some other reasons as well. Even with
I'm supporting right now. I'm still supporting Jim's and their rebuild. That Jim's burning down on South Street. That is the equivalent of the Notre Dame Cathedral burning down in Paris. Like, it is the same thing.
all the flags. I'm in Pennsylvania right now, and all the flags are still at half staff for gyms.
As they should be. As they should be.
What's your go-to place, Kev?
If I'm in the city, so like in April when the team was in town, I told everybody to go to gyms, and I took some to go to gyms, and that worked out well for gyms. But what I always tell people is just go to like some random pizza place on the corner that doesn't do Grubhub or Uber Eats or anything. They'd probably only take cash still. Sorry, I'm fighting through some bronchitis or whatever.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So me and Patrick are really here for you today, Suzie.
Oh my gosh. I appreciate how brave you guys are being.
You want a place that like looks like the cook hasn't cleaned the grill in like 12 years.
Yeah. That's exactly what you want.
Those are the best. Those are the best places.
Yeah, you got to go off the beaten map. That's true. So as much as we give you here crap for never having heard of Wawa, you don't go to Wawa. Late at night when Jim's is closed, right, at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning, that's where you're going in. You're getting your tasty cakes. You're getting your Hers potato chips. And you're getting a cheesesteak from Wawa.
You can't judge me for not knowing Wawa. I'm sorry. Like, I'm a mountain boy. I know nothing about the East Coast.
We're not going to let it die here. We're not going to let that bit die.
If there's one thing we do on this program, we don't forget anything, no matter how stupid it is.
How old are you?
I am 34.
Woo!
I know. I'm turning 34.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I thought I was going to get you on that, honestly.
What did you think I was going to say?
Oh, I forgot.
Oh.
But didn't you say 34 last year too?
No.
That's true.
She can't remember.
Yeah, this is actually the 6th anniversary of Suzie's 34th birthday party show.
Oh my God.
So.
If that's the case, I look amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, live studio audience here today, everyone.
So yeah, that's right. Kev just referenced the Sagittarius season, so he's ready.
I will say, Kevin sent me the funniest picture while he has been on vacation. On a receipt where it says to sign for your signature, he wrote in Gemini. It was the funniest thing, and it is a bit I am stealing.
Like that.
Yeah, it didn't say signature or like anything. It just said sign. So I was like, all right,
I'm a
it's weird
Gemini.
thing to know, but
I love
doing
it.
their market research.
You're very clever. You're very clever. I like
Kevin,
it.
thank you so much for joining us. Go get
Thank
some
you,
lozenges, some tea,
I will.
all that.
Thank you. Thank you for having me once again. Happy birthday, Suzie.
Thank you so much. Thank you for suffering through this for me. I appreciate it.
Of course. The great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania misses you this holiday season.
Thank you. Happy Hanukkah.
All right, we couldn't get all the star power here in at the same time. Also because you did this last week, so we had to separate. We had to keep the boys separated this time. Josh Suchon, are you here?
Oh my gosh! Hi, Josh.
Happy birthday, Suzie.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, this is like every surprise is just like blowing me away right now.
Out of all the things that I've learned from Suzie over the years, and Patrick, I think you can agree that we've all learned a lot. I think the number one thing that I've learned is just the importance of a really good head nod. When someone's talking and Susie's listening, her head nod, Hall of Fame head nodder.
Listen, news habits die hard, but I feel like that's a good one. People need to know that I'm listening.
Yeah, we're just going to acknowledge for that.
This is why I need a bobblehead, because I am a bobblehead.
Yeah, it's in the works. The next 30, 40 years, the prototypes will be made by the Hartford Yard Goats. But here's the thing, Suzie, and this is part of what Josh needs to do today is give you an ultimatum. Because there can't be, and there shouldn't be, a Suzie Hunter Albuquerque Isotopes bobblehead because you haven't gone to a game down there.
I know.
You need to. Josh, this is your platform. This is more of an intervention than it is a happy birthday. We got to get Suzie down to the great state of New Mexico.
Yes, this is all true. And also, I just heard Suzie not too long ago say that the second best ballpark in America was words that were not Rio Grande Credit Union Field at Isotopes Park, aka the Lab. And so, like, my heart sunk a little bit. And so
But I haven't been there yet.
Well, that's a problem that needs to be rectified. I think the key here is for DNVR management to grant Suzie an all-expense-paid trip to Albuquerque so that she can take care of this during the season, not just on the way to Arizona.
I want my giant check to roll in.
Not just on the way to spring training and let me like drive by and wave at it and go, oh yeah, that looks good from the intersection. All right, I'm going to keep heading out to Phoenix. I think she needs to come during the season. Maybe that Zach Veen story needs to be vetted and fully processed before he comes to Denver.
All right, I'm going to do whatever I can to get to Albuquerque during the season because, I mean, it's relevant. It's not like I couldn't work from Albuquerque.
It's true. And thankfully, a Greyhound leaves every 2 hours from Denver Sport Authority. So this is great. This is a match made in heaven. Done deal.
I would rather die than take a Greyhound bus that I would probably die on. I'm going to get sued by Greyhound now. This is a parody. Nothing on this show is real.
We'll get you there. I mean, you can Uber it, but it might be a little bit more costly.
Y'all know I love a road trip.
We'll get you some good snacks for that. All right, so you've gotten that deal done.
Okay.
While we've got you here, Josh, I'm kind of curious. When the Rockies acquire some guys on like minor league deals, does the front office and does everyone in communications, they start doing their research on a Connor Kaiser, Phillips Valdez, Jeff Criswell? Like, I mean, are you guys kind of doing that, preparing yourself just in case?
And no mention of Cole Tucker, Mr.
Cole
Vanessa
Tucker?
Hudgens. Anyway, continue your answer, Josh.
Yes, you know that you are a baseball nerd when you're going through MLB trade rumors and you're looking for the contracts that are minor league deals, more so than how many millions of dollars the shortstops and Aaron Judge got. You want to see, was this person at Double-A last year? Was this person at Single-A? What is unique about their background that I can discuss in between foul balls and very lengthy at-bats? So yes, those are all things that I immediately do. And then I usually forget. And then once again, I go back and, come March, look at those things. And then once it comes time for the actual broadcast, hopefully they're in the long-term memory. But yes, that is absolutely one of the things I do in the off season. That, and also seeing where my former Isotopes are going to be next year, or trying to figure out where they're going to be when they sign with somebody.
Also, Aaron Judge and the Shortstops sounds like it would be a great band name.
Ooh. I think that the next time you go to karaoke, Suzie, I think that should be your name.
Yeah, they're like, what's the name we put in? Aaron Judge and the Shortstops. They'll be like, no, leave.
It's a good play on words because he's very tall, short stops like this.
All right.
All right, we're starting a band.
It works in so many ways.
Together.
That's that.
Yeah. So Josh, you're like me. I'm scouring the minor league transactions, and so when I first heard that the Rockies had signed a shortstop that played at Vanderbilt, I was like, okay, Dansby Swanson, not quite.
Not quite.
But that's okay. We learned some things about our guy Connor Kaiser. Phillips Valdez has an interesting story too, so he'll be interesting.
There's a lot of Vandy boys who have signed with the Rockies, have been acquired by the Rockies in one fashion or another. It feels like we always have at least one, if not two. You know, Ben Bowden and Jordan Sheffield and Mike Baxter back when we were a Dodgers affiliate. And I'm sure there's others that I'm forgetting right now, but it feels like there's always a bunch of Vandy boys.
Love a Vandy boy. Such a great nickname.
How are the renovations going down there at the lab? You know, they obviously took down the Taupe Slope, a.k.a. Glen Allen Hill, a.k.a. the name that I went with and no one picked up on, Warren Peak. That one did not.
Well, he's got to play center field for that to really catch on.
Yeah.
We had Hoffman's Hill. Hoffman's Hill was, Jamie Hoffman made a bunch of really good catches. Hoffman's Hill, Taupe Slope, Bernard's Berm.
Ooh,
different things like that.
All kinds of names.
Yeah, we came up with a whole bunch of names after it was gone. It's like retroactively made up a bunch of names. Talkman's, what was it? Talkman's Tower, something like that. Yeah, we came up with a bunch of retroactive names, but the hill is gone. May it rest in peace. It is a completely flat ballpark, just like everywhere else on this planet now.
Everywhere else. Whatever happened to all that grass out there, Josh?
It is in grass heaven, some of it is in my backyard. Currently dying a slow, painful death with how cold it is.
Oh, no.
Yeah. There's not a lot, but I had some dead spots, and some of the grass from the hill is in my backyard.
That could come in handy when you if you decide to ever sell your property. I mean, that little footnote there. It's like, this is John Voight's car, although it was actually from the slope, so that's good.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Whenever you're taking grass that was on a hill and is really old, and then you try to move it and put it on, it's more of a talking point than it is like a thing of beauty. But we'll see what happens once it warms up, because it's been pretty cold here. So and it's so cold that I don't want to like turn on faucets and hoses and try to water things. That's not a good idea right now.
Well, I mean, grass goes dormant in the winter, right? Is that a thing? I don't know anything about grass.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a thing.
Dormant.
Will the grounds crew come and check on it because it's their former turf?
For the right price, I'm sure they'll come over and check on it.
You let me know what that price is, and that's your Christmas present.
Oh, okay.
Will the wall be straight across, or will it still have like that weird little curve in it? Probably not.
It's going to have the exact same dimensions, exact same curve, the little semicircle.
Oh, really?
From a dimension standpoint, nothing's going to change. Basically, what was the hill is now the warning track, and what was the warning track is now extended grass. And we have all new grass that is now in. So not just the hill is out, but all of the grass from before. It had been close to a decade since we put new turf in. I say we as if I was a part of it. It's actually a really interesting process to watch every day from the office of like how they take it out and how they lay it in. So yeah, it's going to be all new field next year and an all new flat field.
And Suzie Hunter will be there to witness it.
Are you going to sing the national anthem while you're in town, Suzie?
Can you get me on the list, please? I'm begging you.
I know a guy. I know the guy.
That's the gift. That's a good gift, Josh. That's a good gift.
Oh, that would be the best present ever.
You do have to audition.
I'll audition. Let me know.
Okay. All right.
know.
We used to do these full-on auditions where the season ticket holders would also be involved and also voting, but we have so many good ones over the years now that there's usually like a good 50 to 60 that just do it once every year, and then we just bring them back. But then we're always looking for newcomers. Yes, for fresh talent. And so, yes.
Because I got an album dropping.
Okay.
So I need to promote it.
All right.
Oh my gosh, this made my day. This is great news.
I get half the credit for this gift, by the way. So
Thank you. You guys have you've given me so much to look forward to in my 34th year.
Duly noted. Yes.
Josh, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Stay warm down there and keep taking care of that grass.
I'm sure the DNVR audience is wondering why I'm on this podcast so often, but it is always a pleasure. And happy birthday, Suzie, and Merry Christmas to everyone, and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Josh.
Oh, thank you, Josh. Oh, that was great. All right, Green Mountain Dental Group. A lot of smiling going on here. They do a lot of smiling down at Green Mountain Dental Group, 15 minutes outside of downtown Denver. All you got to do is let them know that DNVR Sports sent you. They can hook you up with a $300 discount for a full orthodontics treatment for new patients. Or you can get a free set of bleach trays. I'm due for mine. I'm ready to brighten them up even more, so they're fantastic. They will not make your teeth hurt or sensitive. I was worried about that, but not once Green Mountain Dental Group assured me it would be okay, and it absolutely was my first time through. That's a $350 value with a new patient cleaning, exam, and x-rays. Athletic Greens, look, I'm not feeling great right now. The stomach health is not very good, but this morning I still started my day off the right way with one scoop, 75 multivitamins, high quality superfoods, probiotics, the whole thing, you name it. And that actually helped settle my stomach just a little bit. Still have only had a banana, but I wouldn't have even been able to even had that if it wasn't for Athletic Greens and in my normal everyday life. It's
so
great.
brave through your tummy ache.
Yes. Is this the birthday episode or the tummy ache episode? I guess it depends on if you're a Suzie fan or you're a Patrick fan. You could call it one of two ways.
Well, you know what? If you were to during the show, it would become the tummy ache episode.
No, I think I'm gonna be okay. I got my bucket. I'm just gonna lean off if I need to, but I think I'm gonna be good. I think I'm gonna be good because of Athletic Greens.
You're doing it. You're doing it.
Oh yeah. It's a micro habit that even when you're ill, it's going to help you out and put you in a much better place. And when you're healthy, forget about it. The sky's the limit with that. They're going to hook you up with a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs. Susie's got them locked and loaded for her next upcoming trip. So you can, again, keep that micro habit going each and every day, that nutritional insurance that you need to start your day off the right way. Athleticgreens.com/Rockies. Go there. They're going to hook you up. athleticgreens.com/Rockies.
Love it.
All right. Our fourth and final guest coming in from
There's
the Midwest.
more?
There's more. Yes. I don't know if our friend will be able to allow you to sing the national anthem at Busch Stadium,
Oh
but
my
I'm sure she's got something
gosh.
to do. Kaite Woo.
Hi,
What's going on,
Kaite
Kaite?
Woo. Oh my goodness, what a treat. Hi.
I'm so honored to be on the Suzie birthday podcast.
Oh my gosh, we have like real star power here right
Hear me
now.
okay? I have like world's worst Wi-Fi. Amazing stuff to be here. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, how are you doing? How is your holiday season? How is your off season?
Everything is good. I'm back in California right now, which is why I have this horrible Wi-Fi issue, which makes me look super pixelated and like I'm calling in from the 1970s. But hopefully it's working a little bit better. But no, I had to stop by and wish my fave girl a happy birthday.
Oh my gosh, what a blessing. I love this.
On our end, you look great, sound great. So we're all good there yet. It's just the Wi-Fi issues. Winter meetings, I finally got a chance to meet you in person. I think I'd seen you around the ballpark a couple times in St. Louis, came in, but made it official. You were hanging around with Jessica Kleinschmidt, managing to balance the work and the fun after. How were the winter meetings for you overall? Busy time, but a lot of fun, it seemed like, as well.
Well, I think it was a lot of fun, but I think it depends on who you ask on if I balance the work and the fun. It was actually my first ever winter meetings, and someone told me, multiple people actually were like, don't worry, nothing happens at the winter meetings. Like nothing really big ever happens, and it's mostly just a networking affair. And I think that little piece of advice really set me up for failure because a lot of things happened at the winter meetings. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll just network, grab a cocktail at the bar, meet some people. No, it was a lot, as you both know, a lot going on. But it was super fun. And now I know that whenever someone gives me advice about things, to do the exact opposite.
Well, you know what? It just sounds like we're going to need to send the whole DNVR Rockies crew to winter meetings next year so we can balance the work and the fun. Patrick will do the work. I'll have the fun. That is the best way for me to see the splitting.
Sign me up. I'm so down for that.
Yeah, it sounds like someone was really trying to sabotage you a little bit there. Of like, not much happens. I mean, if I had given you that advice, that would have been accurate advice because not much.
I know. Like I'm already set up to fail enough.
Yeah. Well, next year will actually be, I don't know if it's officially official, might be unofficially official, Nashville. How are we feeling about that?
Ooh, that would be
I feel like
fun.
it's mostly official.
Oh, it is? It's officially official?
So I'll have to prepare accordingly. I don't know. I feel like it is. Maybe not. But, San Diego set the bar really high. We had the GM meetings in Vegas. That was a lot. Not the best idea for a conference to put them in Las Vegas. Nashville should be a time. I'm super excited. It's only like a 45-minute flight from St. Louis, so I'm really excited about that.
I have cowboy boots, so I'm ready.
That's it.
Oh, you're ready. That's more than me.
I'm ready.
Yeah, San Diego is perfect. The airport's right there. You could literally walk. It might be like a mile and 3/4, maybe 2 miles.
That is not a walk. Oh my gosh, Patrick.
For me, that's a walk. So you could, but you're not going to do that. You're not going to walk from the airport. But like that's how close it is. And you got everything going on in the city, Gaslamp District. And then it gets like progressively worse. So like Nashville is like 10, 15 minutes away from downtown Nashville. And there's like nothing near where the hotel is. So that's one where you might have to be forced to stay at the hotel. But yeah, San Diego is perfect like that, where you can kind of balance just about everything. If your team is doing nothing like the Rockies, or if your team is signing a Cubs catcher like Wilson Contreras. So either way, you'll be covered in Nashville.
Yes, they did do that. But no, it will only be complete if both of you come. So I'm speaking into existence. Winter meetings 2023. We'll have a nice little in-person reunion.
Let's do it. I'm down to party. I'm going to find Taylor Swift out there.
I've never been to Nashville. Have either of you?
Oh my gosh, you and me both. We can find her.
Yeah, no, I haven't been to Nashville either. But like, I feel like if I'm going to find her somewhere, it's going to be there.
I know she used to do country music. Did she like get her start in Nashville?
Are you really asking this right now, or is this like a
I
just question?
assume she did, but I don't know for a fact.
So when Taylor was a young girl growing up in Reading, Pennsylvania, her parents noticed how she was just so talented. She's a talented songwriter. She can sing. She was playing guitar. And she was like, guys, please let's move to Nashville so I can become a country star. So they uprooted the whole family and they moved to Nashville. And I believe they lived on a Christmas tree farm. Wholesome stuff right there. And that is how she got her start in Nashville. Country, like, started with a brand new record label that ended up betraying her in her adulthood.
Come
Patrick,
on.
it's drama.
It is drama.
Patrick, you have to read a book or something.
I have to read a book. The history of great artists. Yeah, I've read up on like Picasso and Rodin, all those people, but I need more current, major influences. Yeah. Have you gotten? Is she coming through St. Louis,
Yeah.
Katie? Have you gotten your tickets for somewhere for Taylor Swift this next year?
She's not coming to St. Louis, but I was one of those very lucky people that somehow was not affected by Ticketmaster. We hate Ticketmaster, by the way. And I got a ticket to see her in New Jersey. I have some friends out there. So I will be taking a weekend off of work and I'm going to New Jersey and I'm super excited about it. Probably going to cry. I already have 2 outfits planned. Don't know which one I'm going to go with, but this is a huge deal for me. This is like the event of 2023. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I'm really excited about it.
I mean, she hasn't done a tour in so long. I mean, a lot of people haven't, but like, this is different. This is Taylor. She's our girl. I'm going to have to get a job at Mile High Stadium, like at a concession stand, and then just quit the second the concert starts, just so I'm in the building.
That's a good idea.
Yes. I'll
It's
be
really
delivering
smart,
Taylor
really well
her food.
executed.
And then I'll just be like, all right, I quit.
I like that.
I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay in your room.
Yeah. Hey, Taylor, I'm going to perform with you. Can I open for you? Because I sang the national anthem at an Isotopes game, so let me just perform with you.
Katie, this has been great. Thank you so much for jumping on with us. We appreciate you sending the happy birthday wishes Suzie's way.
Yes, of course. You guys, always nice to see you, Suzie. Have the best day, and I hope I will keep my fingers crossed and see you soon.
Oh, I love you. Thank you for joining. My gosh. This was such a day full of surprises.
That's it. I mean, that's what it's about. It's your birthday, and we haven't gotten anyone in the chat yet just to say that they've gotten you that ticket yet for Taylor Swift, but it's coming. They're gonna chip in. They'll figure it out. I believe in our listeners.
I know it'll happen. Patrick, I'm sad that you're not in studio today because I have something for you. I'm going to show it to you. And then I'm just going to hide it somewhere in the studio. So next time you're in. Hold on. Let me lean over and.
Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah. You said this was a day full of surprises. What is
I
this
got
thing?
you this baseballism hat. It's a gingerbread with a bat.
That's how you know it's baseball. Because he has
it's baseballism.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And this is for the show? This is for me?
This is for you.
Oh, thank you.
Look at that. It's a snapback.
I prefer snapbacks. I do.
I know. I see you right now. So yeah, I saw this and I thought you would enjoy it. So
that's cool. Thank you so much.
Come grab it before Christmas so you can wear it to your family's Christmas dinner.
And only that day, because that day and then like that's it.
I don't really know when else you would wear a hat like this. I guess outside of just like any time this week, but it's so cute. He looks so
Christmas
tasty.
in July promotions. That is cool. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So, you're here. Let's go ahead and bring on our next guest. He can't really speak very much. It's Dinger. No, sorry.
I was like, wait.
I just want to see a reaction.
Suzie would have absolutely lost her mind if that was true.
Would have died.
She would have gone full blown.
If Dinger was like twerking on camera, like.
Just Dinger sending Suzie a happy birthday wish.
I couldn't go that high up the totem pole. Like the best I could do were the 4 that I had today, which is pretty high up, but still.
You know what? He hibernates this time of year, so.
I can't wait till we have a Taylor Swift, Suzie, and a Dinger show.
One of these days.
That's it. All right, so these Taylor Swift birthday gifts for next year in Denver, they're on their way. Someone Someone's gonna take care of it. I know you're on the good list this year. This year.
This
Can't talk
year,
about
I
previous
have been really good this year. I've been minding my business. I've been working on myself. I have been like kind of nice to people. So I think I deserve to be on the nice list.
There you go. So the Swift ticket's got to be coming. The Suzie Hunter bobblehead is going to be there. Is going to be coming in Hartford. It's on its way. Singing the national anthem in Albuquerque, going to happen. And then more gym updates on Jim's cheesesteaks. So
Yes.
from Kevin. So everyone got you a little something different there.
Patrick, thank you so much for putting together this show of surprises. I'm like actually so shocked. Like this was amazing. Thank you.
That's it. You're very welcome. Very welcome. Been a lot of fun. Been a lot of fun doing that. Now I'm going to go puke my brains out. But before I do that, follow us on Twitter at DNVR_Rockies or at Patrick D. Lyons is where I'm at.
And you can find me at the Suzie Hunter on all platforms.
We do have a lot of momentum. You've got way more momentum than I do, Suzie. But you know what they say about momentum?
What do they say?
It's only as good as your next barf. So we'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. on the DNVR Sports channel on YouTube.